I ain't consistent, bro. I don't get on that bitch like every day. Screaming for 5 hours seems like a little. Just, it's so funny cause like I'm gonna stay on point with all my sentences and try not to get scatterbrained and like yeah. So my biggest struggle with blogging is I got like I ain't gonna say I got a life. I definitely got a life, but it's not like this exciting one where it's just always something popping. It's just one that I don't care to share every piece and bits and pieces. And then I got like such a forgetful memory. I've been on all the news and shit I could collect in my brain to think to come back and speak on to give an opinion on. I can't remember it when it's time to get on that bitch. I could prolong a conversation. I could talk about nothing for hours. But it's just a matter of me having the time to or taking the time rather to write down a script like I was doing a couple weeks back. I was writing down some scripts, writing down information, collecting little bits and pieces, and then it was easy because I was just able to take a subject, and then I know once I recall that subject and look at it, I was like, okay, I know what to go off of. I don't need a script, but I got to at least apply myself and say, okay, this the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all gonna have to bear with me. We might script. See, my problem is this too. Well, let's talk about it. So this the promise I will make. Having said that, moving forward, shout out to the early light, whoever liked that. Moving forward after this summer, I'm finna tighten up on this shit. I promise you. Like I've been saying that shit, but I'm finna tighten up. I'm gonna have me a whole computer with the little setup like these niggas be doing with the little microphone, all that shit, this, that, and the third. I think that's more so for looks, but I need something to actually record me in full without me having to hold the phone, where I can actually show you a prompt like a screen, sort of like the Weather Channel man or something, where I can pull up shit right in front of you and we can go through it together. And it's like sharing screens. I mind you, I'm a young, old nigga. Like, mind you, I'm older than most, but I always been like an old nigga since my 20s. So that make me like extra old because a chick just taught me how to screen share on iPhone. She went to showing me shit through her phone and went to swipe. I said, what the fuck? I said, I can see what you doing on your phone. She like, yeah, I'm screen sharing. And this goes to show you can have all the trivial knowledge in the world. I could tell you about the Articles of Confederation, 1776, and all this shit that don't fucking matter. Technology matters, dog. Like, or you get left behind, bro. And it's crazy because I was on the first wave as a jit coming up when computers started to come into effect. Back when they had no Apple computers, you could see through the whole computer. Y'all go look it up. That's some shit ancient to y'all, but that was like the new wave back then. Sort of like the iPhone was a new wave when it came out. Fucking Apple had a computer you could see through that bit. So we had a computer class. They made us do the little typing shit where you try to learn how to type without it. I was getting real decent at it and all that. Where my words per minute was up there and all that shit. But I just kind of fell back and I was on some other shit. And then, but the point that I'm making is I'm finna do better in this era, this space of content creation, because my content creation, for anybody that's curious, you go look at my shorts. My shorts is popping, nigga. From me being on the scene, I'm talking about go scroll through the very first shorts, and then scroll through. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? This nigga was on all the scenes. I thought that was content creation, me being on the scenes, like showing my life. I didn't know you could just like really do numbers just by other people's life and just talk. I used to really be against it, to be honest. I'm just opening up to that realm in the last 10 months to where I feel comfortable talking about. I'm gonna just keep it real, gossiping. That's what the shit really is. I hate to use that word because that's what women do, but they just call it gossiping. And so I'm like, well, fuck it then. Since this is an accepted practice, and it's one that I find entertaining because I watch niggas gossip about niggas and shit, and I be like, at least it ain't me. But I'm to see that realm is like, okay, well, fuck it. If it's an accepted practice, I'm all with it. And me getting better in doing so, because one of my favorite streamers, DJ Academic, this nigga done took a break since his birthday. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just waiting on content for this nigga. And I had never watched Poetic Flocko when he was with the No Jumper shit. Cause that crack. Let me just get a disclaimer out there real quick. To the white boy, we're just gonna be very subtle with the shit. And I got some points I'm thinking of too. It's a white boy, Adam, 22, whatever. I stunt film with like I've done many folks in in the entertainment industry or whatever. I sent fam a email once upon a time, like, oh yeah, I like to do the show, this and that and the third. I say that because let me tell you how suckers work, sucker MCs work. Motherfuckers like women. This is why I don't text bitches and all that shit like that. Because a bitch will hold on to your text for years. You been forgot about this hoe. You don't even know this hoe exists. You'll fuck around and get famous. Bitch be like, oh, that nigga used to be texting me. That's how like suckers work. That's how labels work. That's how crackers work. And these folks be on some fuck shit. And so I say that just because if my channel ever blew, I don't never want the cracker to say, "Oh, do you mean that guy who asked me for a job?" Pussy ass nigga. I said, "Hey, I wouldn't mind jumping on the show." Fuck nigga, you never responded. End of the story. It's just like a job, holding on to a job application. If you don't want to hire the motherfucker, move to the next candidate. That's it. Don't sit back and keep one in the chamber. Pussy ass cracker, because you really fuck lame. Maybe you did us a favor because you probably would have got swung on from your show. Can you hear me? How can I hear you, fam? Can you hear me? Is the question. I can see your text. So anyway, the point that I'm making is I just wanted to put that out there with how this world is set up. Another thing I want to put out there is somebody said Trump loves you. That's cute. Damn. Oh yeah, as far as the racial part, let's talk about that real quick. I was thinking about this shit today with this Kevin Hart shit because it was like engulfing my brain. I was like, this nigga is a weasel. And I said to myself, part of me, I can understand who you get bread with, right? I can understand like Kevin Hart decided a long time ago that you niggas don't think I'm funny, and he know it. Niggas don't think Kevin Hart funny. White people, it's easier. Two things it's easier to do for white people: make them laugh and cook for them. Fucking cooking for a black person is hard as shit. Niggas taste buds is so unique, and they used to such good cuisines and different foods from a part of the different parts of the country, especially if they from overseas, some shit. So it's like it's hard to appease a black person. White person, oh, you cook some shit, bitch, they loving it. You say some jokes to white people, oh, ha, 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 ha. It's bland as shit. As long as it's we got like especially like a nigga joke, oh, they're gonna go ham about it. I'm gonna stay up with y'all comments too real quick. Can I speak Chinese? You mean Mandarin? It's no such language called Chinese. Come on, tighten up. And then you disrespecting them, calling them such and such. I ain't gonna repeat that. Have you seen that one episode of Chappelle Show where he dressed up as Rick James and punches the hell out of Charlie Murphy? Now that was dope. Chappelle is the goat, and Cat is the king. That's my standing on all this. Um, your stream is boring. Listen, there's so many streams to compete with. I don't even doubt the fact that I wouldn't even disagree with you because I don't have the proper setup. I believe I know I got the gift of gab, but having the gift of gab is one thing, and then you got other. I'm competing with people that got 100 earrings and face rings and shit going on in their face and their hair is. You think my shit crazy and this is normal. These one, it's so, and then in the backdrop of what they got going on, the theme and shit, niggas got on football pads. I'm not doing no props to make no looking. This not a minstrel show. Once again, we talk. It's so funny because we're on a conversation that Kevin Hart. I'm not finna embarrass myself or do no foolish shit that I find uncomfortable to appease none of you motherfuckers. That's not gonna happen, bro. You definitely gotta find another channel. One thing about this world is this shit got billions of people. My audience is out there. I haven't found them. We haven't found each other. When we find each other, they will say, you know what? Let me lock in. Let me catch found that shit. My thing that I started this stream with was I gotta be more consistent because somebody said I don't know if it was Flacco or what it was at. It was one of them two. They was like consistency. Your ass don't fucking show up one day. Next day the motherfucker like, hey, nigga, what else out there? Nigga, it's so many fucking options. It's so many options. It's a major show. I'm not gonna mention that show. I'm gonna start learning how to be politically correct. But same thing with a show I used to always fuck with. Bitch, they switched up the game, do the business practice or whatever. My attention left, my routine changed. You feel me? We from the era of doom scrolling, short attention. You feel me? Gotta come hyper fast. You feel me? So that's that era. I understand that. So when I find my audience and shit, and that's part of see, it's a twofold thing. I need the attention back. It's like, okay, I don't get the attention, I don't give it. Meaning that if I be like, man, this shit ain't really doing that, ain't really popping, it feeds to who I'm already is, which is a closed off individual or a personal person, I don't want to say antisocial because I am social. I know how to politic, but I don't like. I'm not a friendly person at that, and I hate the word not friendly because I'm not a mean person, but I just don't go out trying to make buddy and friendly with people. I'm the type. I go into a room, I play the cut, I observe. That's always been my mentality. Like who I am online is so outgoing, but who I am in person is so reserved because I don't want to get into no disputes. And that's just really what it is. I'm interested in what you're saying. Please continue. Shout out T Son Flora for saying that. So the point that I'm making about the Kevin Hart thing was Kevin Hart decided a long time ago who his audience was. And he said, let me appease my audience. That's what he was basically saying in his Breakfast Club interview without actually saying it because he was like being spineless about it. What he should have said was, if I was Kevin Hart, I would have came out and said, man, you niggas don't think I'm funny. You niggas don't come to my show. You niggas don't sell out my shows. Haven't did it in the past, and they ain't gonna do it in the future because yesterday price ain't today price anyway. So you niggas ain't gonna even pay the money. It's just like a basketball game. You look up the prep schools and why these black guys assimilate to a white life because look at everybody at the game. 90% black. It's so funny the dynamic of that too. Because growing up from AAU all the way through high school, you look in the crowd, it's all black. That shit. $20. Man, see now they really charging because I know a chick, she went to an AAU game. They were trying to charge $20 to see some jits. I'm like, bitch, boy, lie, nigga. I go watch them niggas at the YMCA for free, watch them niggas at the park ball for free, watch them they get dunked on for free. Bitch, like I pay a certain fee willing to participate, like into trying to help some niggas, but where's this money going? That's my thing. That's the gist of what I feel. But at the point that I'm making is the paying audience is white. And that if your demographic of consumers, even in the rap game, cul-de-sac white boys, rich white boys, daddy a lawyer, daddy a judge, fucking daddy a cop. It's the form of a rebellion. You feel me? And rebellion don't necessarily always have to be. I just want to listen to rap music to piss my parents off. It could be heavy metal. It could be anything. It'd be so funny because it'd be the calmest motherfuckers who listen to the craziest shit. And you be like, what the fuck? But these are people who have real emotional intelligence. I ain't talking about white people. I'm talking about people who the life they live is totally different from the music that they listen to because they can distinguish that, oh, just because he talking about this crazy shit don't mean I gotta go act like that. See, I think that's where a lot of kids get misconceived, and that's where the rock game went wrong at. It went from telling storytelling, right? Telling about selling dope, people getting killed, and people was able to say, okay, this is storytelling. Like fucking Slick Rick got a song, The Art of Storytelling. You feel me? It went from that to okay, motherfuckers start challenging it. Oh, that ain't real, man. You ain't live that shit. And to a certain degree, I can understand that element because it's like there are gonna be ignorant people that just buy into your character. So at some point, it's like put up or shut up. However, if you're foolish enough to buy into this character as real, like for instance, Nation of Domination, nigga, that was my shit doing wrestling. I would have been a fool to think these niggas is the new Black Panthers. Nigga, every time I see The Rock, y'all know him as Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I know him as Rocky Maivia. That's my first impression of this nigga. I said in several songs, this is Nation Domination days when he just started to come to Rock right after the Nation Domination. I always wanted to dress like this nigga. I don't even remember this shit called Iceberg. Nigga, it was some shit called Iceberg early 2000s. Fuck, nigga, I'm rocking Iceberg shirts in middle school, nigga. Fucking, if I could, I would have threw that bitch with no tank top, with my abs showing. I'm on South Beach '05. Bitch, walking like the Rock, silk shirts and shit. Nigga, you couldn't tell me nothing. I say all that to say I don't believe the Godfather was a real pimp. One of my other favorite WCW or WWF character, all this shit. Point is, you gotta know how to distinguish the difference. And if you don't, and sometimes the artists become victim of their own music because they didn't necessarily start out as that. Sort of like Tupac. It took me a lot of growing and accepting all the way at this tender great age that God has let me see to realize, damn, Fam was 1,000. I love Brother Duff, but he was not the nigga that I thought he was as a kid. As a kid, he's the everything nigga, the ultimate Black Panther, the ultimate gangster, the ultimate thug, super thug. Then I realized this was a talented nigga going to fucking like some Juilliard type shit with Jada Pinkett. Like this nigga went to like real professional acting and professional. He was gonna be great at something in the entertainment world. He was that brilliant, but he bought into his own character. That's why when I listening to like his old throwback shit, it's a white girl. She did a great skit on Facebook where she supposed to be the one take money, and she listen to saying all you niggas, Chino SL, fuck you too. And the niggas like, nigga, we got guns in our stuff. He was the first nigga started the whole current wave that's still going. Rappers getting exploited by real gangsters. And well, see, back then, well, they still get exploited, but these days they try to use the money more so to exploit the little gangster niggas, which gonna lead me to the next subject of the rappers that so anyway, to finish off the two-part shit is he became a victim of his own music, and he started buying into the hype, got too gangster with the shit, led the crowd up into a real killer, Orlando Wards, a real who just weirdly looked like him. That was an act of God. And he ran into a real killer, and the real killer wasn't playing no games. And it's a sad way to go out. Having said that, fast forward 10, 15, 20 years, niggas went from having from getting extorted by the niggas who like, you want some protection? You want some protection? Niggas was like, bitch, I got enough money, nigga. I could wipe your, cause war has always been about money. It ain't never been about nothing else. If you ain't got no money to go to war, I don't give a fuck how gangsters you nigga is. Nigga get some what they call it, mercenaries. So niggas is using young black men, older black men is using young black men as mercenaries. And it got me to think about my life. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking about how I hope the little niggas that knew me coming up, they just ever so often they think about me like, damn, fam, ain't never mislead me. Like I was such the 1K nigga. I ain't gonna mention no names, but the things I did for motherfuckers, it's beyond just like the money shit, just elements that like a real nigga cry about, like, damn, fam, really did. I hope they really think back. And the greatest thing I can always ever brag on is I never sent no little nigga to the chain gang. I never told a little nigga in a time of misery or time of confusion, hey man, nigga, you my. I never was the devil in a nigga ear. Cause you got the angel and the devil. I never was the devil. I always played the angel part. If I can't talk you out of it, then I can't. Like Tupac said in one of his songs, um, um, niggas busting shots like they lost their mind, like 25 to life never crossed their mind. Tell me young nigga never learned the thing. Did it 13 cause he yearned to bang. Sent a lot of flowers, but how could I cry? I try to warn a little nigga either stop or die. That's my best I could do. I could warn you. I could give you the road ahead. I could tell you about it, but I can't convince you to do nothing other than what you got on your mind. What I can do also is give you a way. You feel me? And I always try to make a way from. I feel like if it's ever a little nigga that actually know me that disputes what I'm saying, call me out in the chat. You feel me? Anyway, right. You stay right down. Calling the call. Oh, that's awesome. Something to me is Tupac, Nas, and JC always had a story to tell. It's like how no, they dope. Like the stories, and I'm gonna name three out of those three. I'm gonna name the stories. It's really hard to pick one. Tupac. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add Biggie into that too. I'm gonna tell like my top stories of all of. So my favorite, I ain't gonna say my favorite, the most infamous Tupac story. It really wasn't in a story format, but it is of something. He did a song called Hellraiser, and it's about this little girl named Tasha. I put that on my shorts too, but people be sleeping on my art. Like I got art, like NBA boy 2, 3, 4, 5. I know you fuck with my lives and shit, but try fucking with my shorts and seeing what my shorts. But I'm talking about my shorts from like a year ago, nigga. I was going ham with my creativity, and I put a two-part short together, and it's about the girl named Tasha out of California, died in like '94, some type shit. And basically she was in a Korean store, and the lady was accusing her of stealing. And it just go to show how America do us, like we ain't shit. Then we go to spazzing the fuck out, and they want to call the U.S. Guard. I mean the National Guard. Fuck it. Once you bitches come out your house, we really be popping shit online and stand up. What we need the National Guard for? National Guard supposed to be here for all of us, not be fucking called. Oh, these niggas is out of control. Especially if we only 10% of the population. But nevertheless, motherfucker accused this little girl of stealing. She snatched the little girl book bag. The little girl snatched her book bag, wrestling for the book bag. She let the book bag go. This is a grown ass woman. All you gotta do call the cops. Let's just say she was stealing. We talking about $2 worth of shit. Call the cops. No, this motherfucker pull out a big 357 Magnum, bitch. If you know what that is. Big 357 Magnum blow the little girl brains out. I'm surprised they let that lady go to jail. I would if I would have got my hands on her first. Oh, I can't even say in this chat. She would have died, I can tell you that, but it wouldn't have been a quick one. It would have been the worst one. Anyway, Tupac did a song called Hellraiser, and that song was in dedication to Tasha. You feel me? So you should look up Tupac Hellraiser. Now you understand the origin of that what his anger. That was the most, other than Troublesome 96. That was the most. He got a bunch of shit too. Other than, but that's anyway. As far as Nas, man, Nas best story Nas told. It's so funny. It's not even like on some, as conscious as Nas was. It was Rewind. Like this nigga did a whole song backwards, bro. Like all the years of rapping, even when I think I was gonna try some shit like that, I always find a way to prolong it. Cause I'm like, my brain ain't set up for this. This shit was like trigonometry. Like, it's that the talent level of this man, he proved top five when he did that. Like, how many of your favorite rapper can do a whole raw ass song backwards, telling the story? Like when he said, that she put my nut back in her, she spit my nut back in my dick. And when the nigga said, shoot don't please. You feel me? Oh, we was back like, oh, please don't shoot. It was just the nigga did a song called Rewind. It was a story. That's Nas shit. Jay-Z shit. That's kind of hard, bro. Jay-Z never really to me was a storyteller. I mean, I can almost say Otis, but I would rather say for my favorite, it's not a story though. See, he got a song called "You Belong to the Sea." In the city of thought, he's a man of the night. I can't really give you a great Jay-Z story. Then I would probably just say Otis is shit. I don't know like a Jay-Z story song. He's more of a spitter with bars and shit. And then as far as like I said, I'm gonna tell a Biggie would be no doubt like, and Biggie was a story fucking teller. He got a song called Story to Tell. That's really, I could just go with that easily. Like this nigga got a song called Story to Tell. Shit dope as fuck. It's on not Ready to Die. Life After Death. It's called Story to Tell. Look that shit up. That's probably the hardest song on Life After Death to me. But with that said, Biggie also fucking got his "Who the fuck is this?" That's the first time I probably ever heard Biggie waking me at 5 in the morning, crack a dawn, and wipe the cold out my eyes. Like that shit was hard. And then, but nah, my favorite Biggie song though, as far as a storyteller, because he was a storyteller. That's why I could just come up with his songs easy as far as storytelling. The nigga did a song with 112, and it's called "I'll Be Missing You." And like the nigga talked about his mans and shit, got whacked. Talked about the little shit he was cool with, got whacked. That shit, like, tell me why the road turn. Fucking 112 son they ass off. So that would be that. You feel me? Now, finishing up my point with the Kevin Hart shit, back to that, because I got prolonged, but I like the way I was able to gravitate back. Fam figured out his audience, and he understands in his mind, he feels he don't owe black people shit. Like perfect example, right? I've been doing my channel for whatever, however long. It just blew up out of nowhere one time, right? That's what got me my subscribers now. Having said that, if my shit been stagnant, like the growth has been stagnant, it was doing good. I don't know if I pissed a celebrity off. You can piss whoever off, and the bitches like flood your shit with dislikes and this and that to try to hold the algorithm down. However, it got stagnant. I said to myself, because I've been having I've been had skit ideas and shit. I've been writing skits since before Key and Peele. So I don't know when a bitch be like Key and Peele. I would say Dave Chappelle inspired it, but not really, because all niggas had skits in mind ever since Living Color. But Dave Chappelle so far has probably had the best memorable skits outside of Living Color and shit like that. With that said, I was like, if I went to a white studio or whatever in my city and I pitched this shit, Cause I got some dope ass shit. Like I give you a perfect example of a skit I wanted to do, and it's just easy shit that can be easily done. But I'm not a social person where I could just have a nigga, hey, you want to come act this out with me? But I wanted to do something with two people fighting, right? And it was gonna be a bully, right? So it's three people, right? And so there's one person who swung on the person. You're gonna see this person swing on the person, right? And so now that they swing on this person, they start getting their ass whooped. And they're like, hey, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. The motherfucker who start whooping their ass like, I ain't want to fight you. Why you swung on me? So motherfucker like, hey, let's have a ceasefire. Let's not fight. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and let it out so for slow motherfuckers, because motherfuckers not gonna follow me, and it probably makes sense as I explain it. Fucking the shit is basically about the U.S. and Iran, but it'll be in a simplistic way where people can see the visual. So motherfuckers start getting beat up. Now they're like, hey, let's chill, stop fighting. And then every time they say let's chill, the person who win, they put their hand down and they get swung on again. They go back to whooping the motherfucker ass. And then they try to figure this shit out. They're like, yo, what are we fighting for? That's what the motherfucker who's losing, who keeps swinging on them. He like, yo, I ain't never want to fight you. I never had no beef with you. He was like, well, my homeboy had beef with you. Meanwhile, the homeboy sitting in the cut. That's Israel. He like this. He rubbing his hands together like Birdman. And so finally, these motherfuckers work out a peace deal where they dap it up and like, man, all right, man, I don't want to fight no more. And then the motherfucker who was rubbing his hands together, he picks up a rock and hit that motherfucker in the back of the head. And here go these motherfuckers that just worked the shit out, go back to fighting. These are little small skits. Now, obviously, I can make that funny, but I just had to give it in a general sense of these be the type of things that go through my mind, populate, right? And with the right studio and the right set of people, and mind you, that's some easy, quick shit that I think of in 5 minutes. My brain is always fucking going. And so I was like, if I was to get the white conglomerates around me, I ain't say right, I said white conglomerates around me, and my shit start doing numbers and whatnot, I can understand the sentiment. I don't agree with how folks be moving after success, but I can understand that I can have a mindset to say, well, damn, where you niggas was at? Because niggas gonna come. When the fame come, niggas gonna come. Everybody gonna come, but people gonna come. But I'm just talking about niggas. Niggas gonna be like, oh, that nigga famous. Right? Like Key and Peele. Niggas gonna find Key and Peele funny. But when they got their success, niggas knew who they was. And then by them having success, it led the Jordan just having this incredible fucking talent that nobody could foreseen, and then dropping these raw ass movies back to back, Us and Get Out. So it's like, okay, but that's what it does once you get into that realm of shit. Jordan kept it 1,000. Jordan's like, yeah, this might be my audience, but I still live my life in this world as a black man. This is what made Chappelle the GOAT to me, because Chappelle is married to an Asian woman, don't hide his love his woman down. Chappelle appeals with his intellect and his intellectual comedy to white people a lot. But he has been the most blackest comedian since the Chappelle show. The nigga always had, before Jimmy Kimmel had the Roots or whatever them shows who got the root. Chappelle had them boys on all the time, etc. etc. Most Def, all the Black Conscience coming. Like Chappelle is one of them. He's like, you can't even call him an in. He's a brother, like a whole brother. He's a brother that this is when he, to me, he personifies what you hope that black people can become one day, which is a group that we love each other for who we truly are. What I mean by that is, oh, he marries a white woman without the black women. Ah, he done married the white, oh, without the black men. Oh, he done married, he sold out on. No, you gotta see what his work is. That's his actions speak louder than any other little visual. And so he never compromised himself, and he's such a talented comedian. He never had to compromise himself, because real talent, you can't suppress that. You just can't. Not when he done already got to the level he was at. You can't suppress it. So that's what I mean. That's the difference between a Kevin Hart and a Dave Chappelle, which is one person is so supremely great and so supremely unapologetically black that they get to be unapologetically black, still accepted by the white mass. Because I would even think that, let's just say, like, I don't think, I ain't gonna say we don't get white people to do they dues, but let's say we didn't give white people the sense credit for being autonomous, if I'm using it correctly, meaning that they're not just followers of other white men, although human beings are followers of most people, cultural relativism. But let's just say that they have their own autonomous thinking and that they say, you know what? I don't respect no black man that gotta sell his people out to make me laugh. That shit not cool. It's not funny either. Matter of fact, and from my experience of seeing how white people conduct themselves, especially white women, they don't want no damn black man. Like, for instance, personal example, I myself, I used to go through this thing younger days. Now I always talk the way I talk. I'm gonna forever speak the way I speak, whether it's a high vernacular, different verbiage of what the way I speak, whatever. I just look at the words I use. So like Ti, right? Ti is the best example of myself. I always looked at a word, a upper echelon word as ebonics. It's a way that I can get to the point without having to use a whole bunch of words. So if I use a word that explains, that can really substitute a sentence, I don't have to speak abundance because I just said a word, articulate everything I need to say. And that's how I always looked at it. But to white folks, like I've heard them, you speak well. Or they'll try to backhand compliment, you speak well for this, or whatever the case. Bitch, what I'm supposed to take a backhanded compliment for? Bitch, I speak more well than most people. What the fuck you talking about? First, anyway, I don't want to get off conversation. Bottom line is, Chappelle appeals to the masses because he kept his identity and he was unapologetically who he was. Jamie Foxx, baby mama white. He was fucking with the white girl. What? Not Nicole Kidman. It's Nicole Kidman. One of the white girls he was fucking with, and then he back with another white girl right now. Jamie Foxx, when it comes to being black, in my opinion, unapologetically black. This is so us black people, we're not just no bitter people out here looking to just tear down whatever black man that's successful. Like it's irrational and it's naive and it's irresponsible to think that, oh, I'm just successful because I'm the best comedian out here. Are you kidding me? That's what you tell yourself to sleep? No, you're not. You're willing, like certain things people say about you at some point. Don't get me wrong, you shouldn't live your life based off what the people think about you or drive yourself crazy or possibly kill yourself. You should never do that. But what you should do is take things into account. Like my mom used to tell me, all the teachers wrong about you? Okay, one teacher cool, two teachers all right. All the teachers saying the same shit? You can't. At some point, self reflection got to come into it. You don't do a you don't do a tour, apology tour, doubling down and trying to make shit dressed up as if it's a fudge that's like, I don't know, a fudge brownie that hasn't fully baked. No, it's still shit. So, and I want to say this to white people in the future, just for like document the documented. White people always to say, and they say this is what I mean by the bland comedy. They see a short black person, they say, "Oh, you look like Kevin Hart," and I just to take it like, all right, cool. Especially if you make a white person, "Oh, you remind me of Kevin Hart." Okay, at this point, I would rather you damn. I don't never get nobody the end pass. But if you want to call me down there end, that would almost be less offensive as calling me Kevin Hart. Because when you call me him, understand what that means to me. And I don't want to go into berating fam because I've already probably said enough online. All I'm simply make an example is to simply say that at some point, and I get it, the money, like I said, if I blew up with white people and I understand that my demographic did not support me early on, I can understand the mindset of catering to your crowd to a certain element. That's why you had a Pete Davidson, because I didn't even know what the hell Pete Davidson was famous for. I just heard he was fucking Kanye bitch out the blue. It's the first time I ever heard of him. I don't know what the fuck I seen him on like SNL one time. Then found him funny on that. But okay, people say he's funny. Then you say, oh, this Larry Cliff. You know the three commit white. Let's just give you an example of what's white funny to me. Um, um, Gilbert Godfrey, you know the way he talks, and it's just crazy. It's like he was on How to Be a Player. Like that motherfucker was funny as shit, especially when he jumped from behind that counter and with the rubber fat boy stomach and shit. Like Gilbert Godfrey is crazy funny. The white guy who talked crazy was like, I don't know, sure. He's from like the 80s and the 90s. I think he even played in like Police Academy and shit. Fucking Leslie Nielsen, funny as fuck. Steve Martin, Martin Short. Mind you, going off the top of the head. I don't got no screw. I ain't reading this shit. Fucking Pauly Shore was never funny to me, but he had some decent movies. Fucking your boy Chris Farley, your boy David Spade is just like goddamn goated up there with Jim Carrey goated. Like David Spade and Jim Carrey. I put them over a lot of black comedians. Them motherfuckers is shit. Like that David Spade movie he did with Chris Rock. Oh, fucking hilarious. That was like the first Netflix movie I ever remember even watching. Like, stupid funny. It's so much talent and that you can go to. And I ain't even mention, like, mind you, like, obviously these old folks at this point, right? You don't gotta go dig some of these folks up out the grave or try to revive their career or nothing like that. I'm simply saying that there's elements of funny that you can bring on that isn't, how do I put it? Because I don't like, obviously, comedy, like, perfect example. This is what I was thinking about too earlier. I was cutting the grass and I thought about it. When we was coming up, because he kept saying during his interview, and I got to get past this Kevin Hart shit, but it is a big part of my thinking, obviously, because I'm freestyling it and I can't get it off my mind. When we was kids coming up, we used to say mama joke. I got a million mama jokes to line the bitch up. I got these shits tattooed on my brain. We got mama jokes for days, especially in the South. It's like, before say, oh, something, looking at boy, all that shit. Before that shit, it was your mama this, your mama that. Back in the day, you say your mama joke to a dude, they only got to say one thing to make you tighten up. Man, my mama dead. They say some shit like that. I don't give a fuck if you 7'3", Shaq or whatever, and a nigga is Cat Williams. You gonna be like, oh, my bad, bro, my bad. You instantly is apologizing. Mind you, it was different times, but still, it's like 90s still. 90s, the best comedians was popping. So fucking, it's like, you my bad, bro. It was a guideline. You be like, man, your auntie living? Yeah, she. Oh, well, bitch, your auntie. You gonna substitute your mama for your auntie? It was a respect level in it because we understood the connotation behind that shit. So it's like, boom. We in the era now where niggas is smoking on other niggas and pissing and shitting on motherfuckers' graves. It's just niggas that want to really disrespect niggas more than anybody else. It's like it's a sad state of affairs because it's so much talent where you could be funny without being mean is basically what I'm saying. Like being mean and being funny, two totally different things. Perfect example. Matter of fact, let's look at the Nutty Professor. That's a great example. Nutty Professor, what's buddy name? My name Reggie. That's Dave Chappelle, right? Reggie walked through the crowd. I almost like to feel like Reggie was imitating D.L. Hughley because in the 90s, D.L. Hughley was my favorite comedian for that exact shit. Pick somebody out, go to freestyling it, and just roasting the bitch. I always thought I couldn't wait to see who was going to get roasted. But D.L. Hughley moved around. He didn't just make the whole bit and piece about one person. He went from this person to that person to this person to that person. Fucking in the bit, Reggie was going from person to person to person to person. Fucking the professor seen the shit coming his way. And then that's when the crack of Harlem got exposed and the fucking jokes flew. It became to the point where Reggie was being mean. You see how that works? Fucking, he was roasting everybody, but then he put a concentration of jokes toward this one person because he realized this is what get the crowd going. That's being mean. And then when somebody became and got mean back with him, Buddy Love, he couldn't stand it. The part when I'm watching the Kevin Hart shit and he's talking about this, Tony Hinchcliffe had the best segment. I'm like, fam, you've been saying we the whole time, we the culture. And we know what we means. We don't mean black and white, bitch. We mean us, the innovators. Respectfully to all the white people that want to get mad about, oh, he's not being exclusive because y'all included as the consumer. What I'm saying is, when you talk about Italian fashion, do you say we the culture and include black folk? Hell no. Nah. Talk about French fashion, which is another, that's going to be my segue into that because that's going to be my next subject. But the point that I'm making is, he kept saying we. And if you understand, damn, I lost my motherfucking point when I brought up that goddamn fashion. Bitch, I had a point. I wanted to finish it all by saying, the bitch kept saying we. Oh yeah. While you saying we, you should have thought about we and say, you know what? My white audience do need to laugh, do need to, I understand this is Hollywood. It ain't the same taste of comments that nigga in the back alley or nigga in a little club with hoes dripping down the wall or whatever the case, the mic might cut off, bitches gotta shot their jokes out. This ain't no hole in the wall shit. So I gotta bring somebody, but it's so, like I said the first time, Bill Burr. Bill Burr is funny as shit. He's the new example of, you could be cynical, you could say some shit. He could roast, Bill Burr could roast some. It's like, I'm not to the point where to say, oh, a white person can't have jokes of the black culture. It's the way you word it. And then it's just saying, oh, niggas eat watermelons. Some white person gonna laugh to the end of time at that shit. Oh, nigga got monkey lips. It's gonna always be a white person laugh. Does it make it funny? Hell no. So it's like, at some point, it's just like saying white people can't dance. At some point, the shit just get wore out. And to be truthful, some white people can dance their ass off now, thanks to us. But the bitch you can dance now. So it's like, what part of being mean versus having an actual joke that actually hits, like the timing of it hits, and motherfucker laugh, and it's like, oh, it's not even mean. This shit is just like real and it's legit. Now, moving forward off of that subject. So that's my point of that. My point ultimately in conclusion is to say that Buddy found is entitled to feel like white people is his key audience. They who butter his bread. They who make him insanely multi-generational rich, etc., etc. But I would prefer the nigga approach. And the nigga approach would be, fuck you niggas, I'm rich, bitch. I don't give a fuck how you niggas feel. You niggas don't affect my bills. I would expect, and I would, the problem is with fam, and to finish it up, is I expected him to do all that tap dancing and coonery shit. What I did not expect him to do, and which he didn't do, is just wear that shit. Hey, fuck how you niggas feel. I'm doubling down. Them niggas gonna be on my next show telling, they gonna be talking about why Martin Luther King got assassinated. They gonna say head exploded like a water. Whatever you niggas feel that's toxic, we gonna talk about it. And it's gonna please my white audience. And it's gonna get me rich off you niggas back. And I just wanna say to all the niggas, what did you expect from a man that said he'll never wear a dress? And I wanted to say it even to other motherfuckers. Anyway, off that subject. Next subject. Italian fashion, French fashion. Got me to thinking. I was like, I ain't never seen an Italian motherfucker, respectfully, that could dress better than me. I ain't never seen it. Nah, I be lying, because Tony Soprano. Nah, he can't dress better than me, but it's some Italian motherfuckers, they had like little style and shit. Like, you know what's so funny? Like, I be wearing old white man shit. I must got the fashion choice of an old Yiddish slash Italian white man, because I love boat shoes. I've always liked Rockport, always like Nautica shoes. Like my Nautica boats, I got some Sketcher boots I done had since '09. Oh, literally fucking '09. I'm never getting rid of them shoes. Just like it's an art piece at this point. I can't really wear them because they like kind of dry right at the point. But I done got so much fun out in the shoes, and it was dope as shit. But I've always been into the boats, into the cargo shorts, to the button up shirts. That was always my fashion, especially in high school. So, and then the vibrant colors. Oh, don't even get me started with the vibrant colors. And so when old white people see me, I don't know whether to be happy or offended because they just always compliment me. Oh, you look spiffy. Like I'm like spiffy, bitch. What the fuck? And so I used to feel like, okay, well, shit, I'm spiffy, nigga. But then I'm like, yo, why I ain't catching these hoes' attention like I want? And my mama, she from my mama just dissed me. She don't like the way I dress. She hate the way I dress. My mama hate the way everybody dressed up for her oldest son. My younger brother, she's when skinnies first came out. Oh, bitch, I got an old country ass mama. She cut that nigga shorts up. She literally took a knife and shredded that nigga short. She like, you not finna wear these. I can't say the F word. I don't want my channel being like strike, but you not finna wear these F jeans around this damn house. And that's when skinnies first came out. And I'm like, this lady shot the fuck out. I say that to say, I feel like I can outdress any Italian. I know I can outdress any French man. French people don't even give a fuck about no fashion. Them bitches. And so when I say all that to say, you watch it, most French people, they wear sandals with every goddamn thing. I don't give a fuck, bitch going to a funeral, bitch, I have a whole tuxedo with sandals on. So my whole thing is like, I can outdress a Frenchman, I can outdress an Italian. Why the fuck would I ever get rich and go to buying Italian and French fashion? Nigga, only niggas that give me problems, and our women can outdress them, but I wouldn't put American women up against um I don't know whether to say French or Italian women, but I wouldn't put Black American women up against them. I will put Jamaican women against any woman in the fucking world when it comes to fashion. Nobody cares about their hair, their nails, their clothes like a Jamaican woman. It's never gonna be in the history. That's what always attracted me to Jamaican women. Just Jamaican. I know there's a bunch of places make y'all think Jamaica, Virgin Islands, Antigua, all that other shit. I'm talking about strictly Jamaica. Motherfucking them women gives a fuck about they goddamn hair, they fashion. So I say that to say the bigger point is when I seen that Celine, not Celine, but what's the name of that shit called? I don't know, that little F1 brand, fucking Gucci taking over the little F1 cars and whatnot. And I was like, look how rich these niggas done made Gucci and Louis. Kanye included. And Kanye to me, respectfully, I don't like his eye for fashion. Like, I just don't. Like, I never seen no Kanye shit that I was like, oh, this shit's dope as fuck. Niggas just be on some rich nigga, I could buy shit just to buy shit. Cause like, he be wildin'. Kyrie Irving, whole nother story. I'm on record for saying it. This nigga got a whole career. Like I'm almost, if let's just say the money don't get fucked up, like the money system, because it's currently under construction or renovation right now. So I don't know what money gonna be in the future. But if we able to run this petroleum money shit for the next 30 years, 30 more years of life or whatever out of this petroleum money, fucking mark my words, I feel Kyrie Irving is gonna make more money after the NBA than he ever can in the NBA. Like if he wanted to, he could just quit now and just get his early start. The nigga eye for fashion is different. It's phenomenal. It's inspiring. It is now. Let me just say this real quick. To say I cannot dress in Italian, which is very true. Say I cannot dress the average Frenchman is very true. Nigga can't take nothing for Johnny Versace. Bitch, the Versace shirts was the hardest shit. Going back to the Rock. Now, I don't know if that was Versace the Rock was wearing. Mind you, we had Iceberg in the hood. But them Versace silk shits, them shiny shits back in the days, that laid what's that other fabric called? Can't even fucking think, but that shit float with you. Nobody could take from that. Like that motherfucker had an eye for time. whoever fucking created Coogee, if they, I don't know if Coogee is American or Italian in front, whoever created Coogee, hats off again. You bitches did that. Them fucking Bill Cosby Coogee sweaters, them Uncle Phil Coogee sweaters, nigga, that's for the record books. Like the and just for since we talk about fashion, the two freshest niggas of all, the three freshest niggas, the four freshest niggas. I gotta put myself fifth on this list. I ain't putting nobody beyond me, nigga. I'm putting the four freshest niggas of all time in no particular order, because these they can easily go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. His whole fucking fashion during the show was insane. Go back and look at each episode. It was nuts. Martin. Doing the Martin show, this fuck nigga came through that bitch so fucking fly so many damn times. It's like, look at what this nigga is killing them with. Just killing them niggas. Now, I gotta put an honorable mention. Matter of fact, I do my honorable mention at the end. Martin, that's number 2. Number 3, Fabulous. This fuck nigga just, his whole, as good as Fabulous rap, his whole ensemble is just like the nigga fitted caps. The nigga is the fucking fitted cap king. It's with the jerseys, the throwback jersey era. This nigga just murdered the game. And fourth, with the swag, the aura this nigga had, is just the nigga Joel Santana. The nigga Joel, when the nigga this shit was insane. It was next level shit. It was like, what the fuck is these niggas doing? Now, an honorable mention, and this shit is big. It's an honorable mention because it could easily be number 1, but it was based on the movie and wasn't like a drug out thing, so I can't really say it was a duration of consistent fresh. But the movie Class Act, when them motherfuckers, when he was teaching that nigga, when that nigga Play was teaching Kid how to be him, and he was giving that nigga his dress code, and that nigga was rocking all Play shit, that part of just lived rent free in my head forever, dog. Between that and watching the bitch get out the little lowrider and she walked back the car with all that goddamn ass and that little red dress, and it go, yeah, yeah. And you got them drunk niggas on the couch looking at this shit. Listen, but dog, the way this, they need to redo Class Act. That was dumb fresh. Like, I don't really like seeing, and I'm talking about when I say redo it, don't remake it, redo it just with a new cast. You feel me? Don't change shit up. Obviously the Wilt might be a little different, but like make the fashion kind of similar where it's like button ups, tell a story similar like that shit. Just this shit was just a dope ass movie. And so point is, dog, that nigga Kid, his dress code was insane. So not Kid, that would Play. And so that's my opinion on fashion. Fifth is me, nigga. Like, nigga, my don't make me go grab the picture book. That'd be for another time, nigga. For the record book, nigga. Like, I ain't even stunt. I don't let go to fashion like I used to be too, like, because I got so much important shit to do. Like being a homeowner, bitch, property owner, bitch, nigga, you can't even think about fashion, nigga. You think about, bitch, I gotta get this fixed. I don't want this shit to break, bitch. We talking about thousands of dollars you could have went and bought all these shoes with, nigga. That could easily be some plumbing, or that could easily be getting this drywall and this and that and this and that, or getting this extended or whatever the case, or getting the driveway. That's real money. That all that fucking fashion shit go out the window at that point. I started thinking like a white boy. Once I was like, man, fuck that. I don't care. Bitch, I'm wearing this house, nigga. I ain't gotta wear no clothes, nigga. Like, I wear the same shit every day if I want. I got some basic black jeans right here, bitch. Like, what are we talking about? But let's see. What's the next subject, bitch? What else was popping in the news? Don't know about no folks. Can't speak on no folks. What Ross said about it? He said we ain't gonna address that. That shit kind of old. Oh, I would say this though to the internet folks, that when I be on the internet and I see people be like, why do Ross keep 50 Cent name in his mouth, et cetera, et cetera? I get disappointed when I see folks say that. Cause I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know who started to be. I can't remember. Wasn't like checking in for the shit in the beginning. But if I'm not mistaken, 90% of people 50 ever beef with, 50 started that shit. He might got an origin story of how it started, but it's 90%. It's always him. I don't never trip out. Like if Ross want to talk about the nigga for the next 10, 20 years, if it be to his own detriment, then that's on him. But he do got the right to speak on fam. They had a real beef. And 50 never stopped bullying Ja Rule to this day. And niggas gonna say, oh well, Ja Rule sided with a nigga that tried to get 50. Listen, the reality is very simple. 50 came out, he said it in his shit of all the many interviews he did. He said he wanted to get attention. Like he should have sent Jay-Z some champagne when Jay-Z said, I'm about the dollar, what the fuck is a 50 cent? His thing was, let me antagonize people who were on, and the first motherfucker bite back, I could get some clout. 50 was the original clout chaser. When he did How to Rob, that was a clout chasing. That's probably can go in the Hall of Fame of clout chasing. Me, I never heard How to Rob back in the days. Cause that's not like that was probably like the shit that got him on to be national. What I heard first song was 50 was probably window shopper or all of that in the club shit or whatever. Cause my brother had the CD before the shit came out. I don't ask. He bought the real CD too when it came out. Cause I think they probably added 2 songs to the real CD. But my brother knew all the bootleg niggas back in the days at the flea market. So my brother was the one put me on the CD and I was listening to it. I say that to say fucking what put him on the map was clout chasing with the How to Raw shit. He realized even with his fucking um Get Rich or Die Trying album, Ja was that nigga. He was just that nigga. Like people will tell you, historians of rap will tell you how could have Ja avoided that situation? Like how could he avoided the wave that is 50 Cent? Like they got well documented that Jay-Z went to Rockefeller niggas and shit, and he was like, y'all get ready, man. This nigga 50 coming. That's not what they were saying in Murder Inc. Count. They was on some bitch. I'm Josh, like nigga, bitch, we got Ashanti, nigga. Like Ashanti was, bitch. 50 ain't never had a female artist bigger than Ashanti. Olivia was fine as fuck, but he ain't never had no female artist really. Period. Let alone a big female artist. So you got Ashanti who was hot in the game. It was Ja Rule doing this thing. I think what he probably was missing was that group element of like some shit that's under him. He could have probably had like with the nigga Black Ferrari Black or whatever Black Tie whatever nigga name was. He could have had like them niggas. I don't know. He could have had like a popping group that kind of would have insulated him. Meaning that when 50 went to popping shit, let me fall back. Let me let my group drop a couple CDs and shit. Maybe if I want to compete when 50 drop a CD, I let my group drop a CD. And then I that way I ain't indirect. Indirectly competing with the nigga, but I'm insulated by my group. And then I drop my shit. I never drop my shit around the time he drop it, and I can still be in my lane. If I fucking keep doing my little lover boy shit, I do my thing. He diss me, I don't diss back. I let my group take care of that. That would have been probably, but that's only in hindsight. Having said that, 50 targeted New York's biggest rapper because the South was already in place. The South already done cemented its foot in the ground like we ain't going nowhere. So Ja Rule kept fucking New York afloat. He was the hot feature that niggas came to. 50 buried his career. In doing so, he bullied the shit out of nigga and set precedent for other New York niggas he went to beefing with. He beefed with Jada Kiss. He beefed with Fat Joe. He beefed with like mind you, think about a Jada Kiss career at that point. Now I don't know if it was before Y, because Y was popping. I think it was after Y. No, I don't know. Y was like Jada Kiss biggest shit, but he was known for like heavy bars and the Locks had like money, power, spec, all that shit as a group, right? So he had group success. Point is, he tried to kill his nigga career before it even became of what it was, and it probably even got um stunted growth because of the beef. Because like 50 got a loyal crowd, and when he beefing with you, niggas don't give a fuck how raw you spit. It's like niggas just in they feelings. It's sort of like Drake fans and shit like that. It's like motherfucker don't give a fuck what you spit, and nigga you went against my king, my lord. You feel me? And so He was just executing New York rappers. And New York rappers traditionally look down on Southern rappers. So, because I remember when Ross first was beefing with 50 Cent back in the days, those niggas weren't running to try to do a song with Ross like, hey, let's get on this feature track and let's diss this nigga together, or I won't diss this nigga, but I donate a track to you while you dissing the nigga, and I kind of like co-sign it without actually having to co-sign it type shit. Niggas wasn't on that shit. Niggas was on some, man, you a down south nigga, you do your thing. So Ross was offended for himself. And the fact that he was able to, now mind you, this I ain't gonna make a big deal of it. I said it once, so I'm gonna say it in passing. Gunplay was the insulator that I said Ja Rule should have had. He was definitely the insulator. He made shit like, you see how niggas been clowning Ross when they got nothing to go to. They say, "Oh, he got beat up in Toronto." If that shit never happens, niggas really just going back to the like correctional shit. But niggas don't have nothing to point at. The reason niggas couldn't point at that 50 Cent melee shit was because Gunplay got out there and dropped his nuts and like, nigga, fuck it, I'm out here. And it was a win-win for both sides. It was a win-win for 50 Cent side because it looked like, man, these niggas get busy. To like a nigga that read it as that. You hear, yeah, your voice, yeah, nigga, yeah. And to niggas like myself, I'm like, man, this nigga got balls of steel. Most niggas see 6 niggas coming their way, they go the other way. This nigga jumped the gate swinging on niggas. It really made them niggas look bad to me. I was like, yo, you niggas, and he's dead ass skinny, 130 pounds soaking wet. And he's fucking knocking niggas the fuck out. So I'm like, that shit made Ross, it went a long fucking way. It's like, yo, this nigga kind of valid. Y'all say he a correctional officer, but this nigga Gunplay look like a real whacked out killer. And it's so it's like, and then he was talking about the booby boys. You add all this shit up, I'm like, maybe he is a street nigga. Maybe he did had to play a role of the whatever the case may be. It validated him, made him valid. So that's what I mean by the insulator. Now, his bars, his production, as far as the Bel Air shit, and this is why I said Kodak should have been bought this fucking Haitian beer. They call it anyway, I don't want to get diverted from my fucking point. Point is, his investments and his bars is what made him win the beef. Because his investment, that even when the rap wasn't producing the full money, his investments kept him making money to have that appeal and that allure and sell that thing that all rappers try to sell, which is this lifestyle of the rich and famous. And he did it for so long, so consistent, that 50 could never say, "Oh, you broke." Or like he could do a Ja Rule like that. He could son a Ja Rule, "You broke," or "You ain't making no money," or this and that. You couldn't never shut this nigga up because he had money. And motherfucking every nigga from the east to the west to the north to the south, guess what every nigga want to be around? Money. Guess what every nigga want to be associated with? The money team. That's why Floyd call this shit the money team. Because niggas is like to be feeling like I'm part of the winning wave right now. And so that shit carried him a long way into, I believe, the victory. And that's why he's like the only rapper that ever beefed with 50 Cent that can actively keep on the beef. Don't think that everything all is just forgiven just because you don't hear 50 Cent beefing with other niggas that he dissed. It's just them niggas can't say nothing about 50 because 50 got power. Another great investor. Fucking, he got all this fucking shit he did, not even to mention the G Unit clothes and all that shit. He got all these other avenues of wealth that he could just call. You know, that's one, like I said, that's a universal black thing. When all else fails, you just say, "You poor ass nigga." You poor ass nigga. So he could do that to niggas. That's what he did to his own clique. Record these niggas begging for money and shit. That's what, to me, I think the only downfall of 50, how he played it, which was it made real niggas. We're not talking about the fan base. We talking about just neutral niggas that just, like, if you drop a hot song, I fuck with it no matter where you from. No, I ain't on whoever's side. I'm just here for great music and being a real nigga. When you record your own partner, who your artist, begging and playing, when you taking Tony Yayo and you throwing him in the fucking rose bush, which I just wanted to cry. I wanted to crawl out of my own skin for that nigga. How the fuck do you do it? Like, nigga, you supposed to be my mans, and you just threw me in this fucking rose bush, and I gotta get out of here laughing and shit. And bless his heart. Bitch, I've said this. There's very few people I would say any person should support forever in life. Nigga, Tony Yayo is the nigga you never let go. Tony Yayo is the nigga that when you look at a small business and you see that general manager who been there when everybody else done quit, maybe they got a fast overturn in that company, but it's that one employee that been there forever that the owner trusts with the keys to the business. And they all at every job. I said if I can find me a nigga like that, bitch, motherfucker, damn right. I'm gonna give him a job for life. I say that to say that's Tony Ayo. You never get rid of that nigga. That is loyalty defined. All them other niggas, yeah, they newcomers to me. But fucking that nigga, the nigga you threw through the bushes, and he got up, wiped himself off, and still to go die and kill for you. That's the nigga that you keep forever. With that said, though, when Ross popping shit against 50, I'm not mad at it because other niggas can't do it. That don't mean they don't want to do it. They just can't do it. He can do it. And same way with the Drake shit. Drake could call these niggas broke as fuck. He done made probably double than what probably Ross made musically. But he ain't made his money outside of music like Ross did. And that's the difference. So that's why he could come at certain folks. I don't look at it as him being a hater or none of that shit because nobody never gives 50 the title as a hater. And respectfully, because I got 50 book, very inspiring book. Think rich, think smart, whatever the fuck the shit. I love the book. It was a great read. I haven't really read no rapper's book. Probably the only rapper book I ever read in my life. Not really interested in hearing niggas story. I got I was given the book, gifted the book, and because it being a gift and me being respectful, I read it and enjoyed it. With that said, fucking with all his business acumen as a person, Ross topped that shit, and now he won to me the ultimate battle, and that's why he continued to rub it in. Like he rightfully should, because niggas ain't never put the hate and title on 50 because they say he's a rich ass nigga. That's all niggas that say. 52 what? He's got all this money. Why would he hate on them niggas? Them niggas that's a nigga rationale. Why would he hate on like a rich nigga ain't never hated on a poor nigga? What? Are you kidding? What? So matter of fact, what Soldier Slim said, and you talking about a nigga hating on you. It's the judge, it's the DA hating on you. The judge and the DA got more money than you, nigga. They hating on you. Fuck wrong with you niggas talk about so that's my take on that. Trying to figure out because I'm about to wrap it up and then do something tomorrow. Cause like I told y'all, this is my point then before I wrap it, I'm gonna rock this shit to 70 minutes, 2 more minutes. I'm putting things into play. After this summer, I am fucking full court press on this shit. Tomorrow, I got a very important day where I'm getting something done. So that's gonna lead me a step closer to getting this whole shit together of streaming for real, and going hard at it. But it's gonna be an awesome summer. It's a summer where it's just a lot of planning and putting all this shit into play. Like you just don't jump into the game, but you get all that shit together. I'm putting my ducks in order, and then I'm jumping in all the way. But tomorrow is a very important day for me. It's the beginning of me starting all this shit. So I'm gonna keep consistent with this shit. I'm gonna try to be for the most part. But if I don't understand that, I'm learning how to stream. Like I'm not a nigga that particularly grew up in that era where we just always in motherfuckers' faces. You feel me? That's what that said. Y'all take care. Love. Hope you enjoy it.